You're watching LMCC.
Hello, I'm Marvin Johnson, Mayor of the City of Independence, Minnesota. I'm surprised at the number of times I need to emphasize Minnesota because many people, even in the metropolitan area, have no idea where we are located and that 3,900 people call Independence their home. I usually think of that as a compliment in that we are not making headlines because of some scandal or a major accident or the forefront of urban expansion, but quietly doing our city business as it should be. On the other hand, we do like it when we have news like being the safest city of Minnesota, or the City of Independence has a superior audit, or a AAA bond rating, or our schools are rated the top in the nation. Independence continues to have a low number of yearly building permits. That may increase slightly this year because we have 3 new approved housing developments: Cook's Crossing north of City Hall, Gustavus Prairie south of City Hall, and then the Bridgevine development on the south shore of Lake Independence. We also have 2 approved light industry sites, one just north of City Hall, presently being constructed, and a second approved site on the south side of US Highway 12, just west of Townline Road and Delno. City officials are involved in 2 highway corridor coalitions, US Highway 12 and State Highway 55 Corridor Coalition. We're grateful for the upgrades on US Highway 12, but we are hard at work with MnDOT and the Federal Highway Administration to obtain the necessary funding that we need to have to rebuild the highway between Maple Plain and Delno, preferably to a 4-lane divided corridor. The existing Highway 12 in this location is still on the original roadbed built 100 years ago. On the Highway 55 corridor, we are seeking funding to make it a 4-lane divided highway from west of Hamel to the County Road 19 intersection north of Loretto. We fell just short of the legislative funding last year, with most of the money going toward the Interstate Highway 94 upgrades. Locally, the City of Independence plans on some major road improvements on our gravel roads. Last winter and spring was the most difficult year we have ever had dealing with our gravel roads. Our engineers have made several recommendations that have been approved by the City Council. This has been an unusual winter so far, which hopefully will allow us to spend more money on improvements and less on spring maintenance. Townline Road South, located between US Highway 12 at the railroad and County Road 6, was rebuilt this past year. That road is shared by Independence on the west and the cities of Medina and Orono on the east. It was a blacktop road that never had an appropriate base, and it was one patch of blacktop beside another. It was a massive, much-needed task, and it was financed by the 3 cities. That road is quite lengthy and only has access to the County Road 6 to the south. This spring, on Saturday morning, May 4th, the city will host another citywide cleanup day. Some changes will be made which will be included in the city newsletter closer to that date. The cities of Maple Plain and Independence have a joint powers public safety department, which is called West Hennepin Public Safety. We have been very fortunate to have a very stable, tenured workforce. But presently, because of a retirement, we have 1 open position, and there will soon be another retirement. Since the pandemic and the riots of 2020, we have seen a major decline in the applications to fill these vacancies. As we interview, we want to keep the cooperative culture of our department foremost as we look for new employees. Beginning the first of the year, we no longer contract with Delno for fire services. They covered a limited area in the northwestern portion of the city. With several years of discussion, some time studies, and costs reviewed, we determined that Loretto, which is now called West Suburban Fire District, and Maple Plain Fire Department, in most cases could provide the same timely service along with West Hennepin Public Safety. In addition, for the past few years, there has been several early morning meetings with council members, staff, and firemen talking about the formation of fire districts. Fire districts may include several cities, but it would have taxing authority, it would have its own board of directors. All the fire operations would be under the new district entity. A fire district is one solution to making fire services sustainable, more efficient, and cost-effective in the future. The Maple Plain Fire Department is under the supervision of the Maple Plain City Council, and Loretto, or West Suburban Fire District, is a private department with its own board of directors. The City of Independence pays an annual contract fee determined by a formula to both departments. The City of Independence approved budget for 2024 was $3,840,000. This is $210,000 increase from last year, or about a 5.88% increase. Most cities in Minnesota increased their budget on the average about 10% this year. Better yet, we dropped our tax rate nearly 2 points to 31.47. We are very conscious of the fact that many homes increase in value on the average of about 18%. The value of new homes being constructed and the light industry development being added helps to keep our tax rate flat or even reduced. This fall is election time again. Not only county, state, federal offices, but the City of Independence will have 2 council seats and the mayor's seat term ending each for the 4-year term. I urge you to review all candidates in all levels of government carefully. Outside the city, our council has a concern about the closing of the HERK garbage burn plant in North Minneapolis without any other proven method of getting rid of garbage. We fought the county for several years when they were trying to locate garbage sites in the City of Independence and Greenfield. The HERK plant has never been able to operate at full capacity, and it provides heat and electricity for much of downtown Minneapolis. New technologies over time have helped to clean the exhausts. At this point in time, the issues I have discussed are the current concerns for Independence. If you have questions about any of the matters I have presented, call City Hall at 763-479-0527 and give staff your phone number so I can call you. Again, I am Marvin Johnson, Mayor of the City of Independence. Thank you for your attention.